malfunctions exposed in broad daylight. Judges need to see the Constitution clear. CPS be trembling, families won't fear. Spanning advocates from the Alaska state, raising voices, can't ignore or hesitate. No more kids for cash under greedy thumb. Families first beneath the northern sun. Steel drums beating hearts with the rhythm tight. Justice singing in the day and night. United we stand, our voices proud and strong. In the battle of truth where we belong. Families broken by the wicked laws lie, but hope rises from the fracture high. Mothers cry for justice, fathers stand tall. Together we defy and answer the call. Walls are crumbling, they can't hold us down. From the snow to the sea, we'll take this town. Justice in our hearts, fire in our eyes. Together we defy and answer the call. Walls are crumbling, they can't hold us down. From the snow to the sea, we'll take this town. Justice in our hearts, fire in our eyes. Together we're writing new skies. Steel drums beating hearts with a rhythm tight. Justice singing in the day and night. United we stand, our voices proud and strong. In the
They are taking our kids every day. A child a minute, no one has a thing to say. For those who have been isolated, don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like dim tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher, sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows, and the only games you play are old Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher Warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stopping.
Donald Trump, we're looking for you.
Yes, we are.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. It's the buzz. It's the buzz.
It is.
December 14th. December 14th. Yes. 10 days before Christmas.
Oh my, you're going back in time.
Yeah. Holy shit. Imagine we could go back in time. How things
Yeah.
would be different.
Yes, they would be.
Mm-hmm. I bet you for every person on this show that watches this, if they could go back in time, they would.
Yeah.
What's the one mistake? What do you think the one mistake everybody made was when CPS came to them? What do you think the one mistake everybody would say is what they did wrong? What they would take back in a second?
Open the door.
Right? Has to be, right? Letting these bastards in.
Yeah.
It's got to be. Because if you held your ground from the start of this stuff, you probably wouldn't be in the position that you're in. And that's it too, right? That's just being strong and standing solid for yourself. That's what it's all about. Like, no, you had no right here. Get the hell out. You know, like you don't belong here.
Yep.
You don't have a warrant. You don't got nothing. We don't contract with you. We don't want anything to do with you. That's it. And if people would just do that, we'd have half the kids out there, I'm sure. But you get so damn scared when they come to your door. You know, you can't breathe. You're just you'll say whatever you got to say to make sure that they leave and that your kids are there. That's what you'll do. That's the thing that happens. Like you're just sitting there and you tell them whatever the freak they want to hear. That's it. You know, and it sucks because it's not what you need to do.
I had one of the girls that I've been helping for a couple of years hit me today and say CPS showed up and left a card. I said, if they come back again, don't answer the door and serve them with a color of law form. That's it. That's all. Don't have anything, nothing. Don't open the door. Just download the form, fill it out, and send it. That's all you have to do.
That's it.
That's it.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
And you keep it good. Now, what's their next recourse that they would do that they do? They bring you that, they come there, they knock on your door. Do they typically come back with a warrant or show back up?
Oh, they'll show back up. But 90 days, no contact, no case.
Right.
So
you think you've got time in between just them getting thrown out of your house and then having to come back? You know, they probably have a list of people they got to go back through.
Right. So me and Spanny have told people take an extended vacation.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is 90 days. 90 days.
90 days.
3 months. 3 months.
3 months.
We gotta avoid these people.
So I got to tell you about this. I sent it to you, and it took me a few minutes to find it because I sent it a couple days ago. So there's a lawsuit in Vermont because you're not going to believe what I'm going to look like a typewriter. So, and I got to blow it up and then find my spot. But it said the hospital staff were texting the Child Welfare Agency about the dilation of her cervix. One state allegedly maintains a secret docket of pregnant women, but they all do it. For those on it, it is alleged this state will only rely on network of informers. And care to guess who they are?
Who
They
are
are
they?
your doctor.
Oh, all right.
Hold on. They are the doctors. So this is what the lawsuit alleges. A pregnant woman was reported to a state family police agency despite no allegations of abuse or neglect. She became part of a secret docket of pregnant women singled out for intensive government monitoring. Her confidential records were obtained and read by strangers without her knowledge. Every aspect of her delivery, down to the centimeter, was reported to the government, again, without her knowledge. The government confiscated her baby at birth, refusing to allow the mother to touch her newborn or even to see her. Hold on, he wants to say hi. Say hi. Are you blowing
Oh,
everybody
my man.
kisses?
What's up, buddy? Yeah.
Okay,
All
say bye.
right. Bye,
Say bye.
buddy.
Say bye. Then the government placed the child with strangers 2 hours away, strictly limiting visits, and tried to deprive the child of the mother forever. The Child Welfare Agency went to extraordinary and illegal lengths to remove a child from its mother's custody, aided by an internal program that monitors pregnancies of multiple residents. 30-page complaint accuses the department of secretly tracking the pregnancies of multiple state residents that are deemed high risk with an internal calendar without their knowledge or consent. The suit
Wow.
focuses on the case of one mother identified only as AV, in which the Child Welfare Agency citing concerns about AV's mental health. Hold on, I got to see. I'm looking like a typewriter over here. Allegedly used confidential medical records to secure custody of her daughter before she even gave birth. The department also allegedly sought a court order for the hospital to perform a cesarean section while the mother was in labor. The agency removed the infant from the mother's custody immediately after she was born, according to the suit, only to have the child returned by court order months later. No court ever found that AV lacked parental capability. You know what I'm saying?
Ability.
Yes. The suit reads, alleging that the agency did not cite any formal mental health evaluation to the mother. This is Vermont, but this is in every state.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how long have we been telling everybody these
Yeah. This is just proof.
Oh my God, what are they called? Mandated reporting. Mandated reporting is not really a thing for the mandated reporting is reason to tattle is what that is in these places to get their information out there. That's what mandated reporting is. Do you know who does the bulk of mandated reporting?
Yeah. Doctors, nurses, and cops.
Cops. Cops lead it at 21.4%. Behind education personnel at 21.1%, and then medical personnel at 11.2%. But to have the fact is, and I've been saying this for a long time, is that these nurses have a list of children that they're looking for. And when they come in that hospital, they make the call. No doubt about it. There's no doubt in my mind that they have it and they call up. And this just proves that that's what they, I mean, listen, they're calling up when the woman's dilated to tell them how much she's dilated. You know, what is that telling them how fast, how long they have to get there, right?
Yeah. Because once a woman gets to 10, the baby's coming.
Right. And they don't want to risk that baby being lost or put somewhere else in that hospital or something, I'm sure. They want to be there as it happens for a reason. What's that reason? There's got to be a reason why they have to be there right as the baby comes.
Well, that's because babies up until 5 are the easiest to adopt out, because one, babies have no memory of anybody until they're like 3, and then the bond can be broken between the ages of 0 to 5.
Right. But what I'm saying is, why do they have to get there so fast to steal these kids? Why is it that they have
I'm
to
sure
get?
they
Why,
have
why
adopted.
can't it be a day?
They
Like,
have
why can't it be a
adopted
day
parents
or
waiting
whatever?
at the back door. Come on now.
Right. That's true. They probably do have families waiting right there for it,
Yeah,
signing them papers and sending them out.
yeah. The nurse that called on my daughter, she had blonde hair and blue eyes.
Hmm.
And the only reason she stuck out to my daughter is because, Mom, she keeps staring at me. I was like, fuck her.
Right.
You know? She's like, no, Mom, I'm telling you, there's something wrong. And then she waited till I left, and that's when CPS came. But they all got a fucking shock. But anyway, that's beside the point.
Right.
Yeah.
But still, the facts. Like that's what they're doing. Maybe that is what they're doing. They have the families ready to go right there.
Yeah. I said, you can't even have your baby in a hospital anymore. Somebody said midwives. Absolutely. I would definitely tell women to have their babies with midwives. Absolutely. Unless they're C-sections, because those are dangerous.
Yeah, don't do that at home.
Yeah, God, don't do that.
No, that's not. Want to do that. No. I don't recommend any of that for anybody. At all, ever.
I pass out.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
But I did tell my daughter, don't worry, I've delivered 4 babies. I will have no problem helping you deliver, but if you have to have a C-section, we're shit out of luck, because I can't do that. Yep, that's what I'd look like.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Oh, yeah, we don't do that. Children younger than 1 have the highest rate of victimizing of abuse. 21 children per 1,000, says the National Registry.
Wow.
The victimization rate for girls is 7.9 per 1,000. And that's 1% higher than boys, which is 6.9 per 1,000. American Indian or Alaska Native children have the highest rate of victimization at 13.8 per 1,000 kids in the population. And then followed up by, guess who? Black or African American kids at second with 11.9 per 1,000. So there's your numbers. Unless you come to Maine and then you get a whole shit ton of white kids, a whole bunch of them. It's like a feeding frenzy up here, apparently, for that. They're just giving them away. Something.
Yeah. I saw Vinny post something in the chat about one of your officials up there. I didn't get a chance to read it. By the time I caught it, I had to go catch the climber.
So it says, if a victim has 2 or more substantiated maltreatment types in the same report, the victim is counted in the multiple maltreatment type category. For the year 2023, 64.1% of duplicate victims experienced neglect only, and 10.6% experienced physical abuse only. Fewer than 10% of duplicate victims experienced sexual abuse, at only 7.5%, or psychological abuse only at 3.5%. So they're not even hurting the kids. That are even these multiple people. No one's hurting the kids physically, because we know that they don't go help. They don't go help the kids that are being hurt anyway.
Right. So again, we need to narrow down what true neglect is.
Yeah.
What kind of abuse are they talking about? Sexual abuse does not need to be explained. I mean, that's self-explanatory.
You know what? That's go right to jail, get death sentence, everything you get. You get what you get for that one.
Correct. But the abuse and neglect laws are so vague that anything can be construed, especially an accident. Nope,
Mhm.
he didn't fall out of the tree. This is a spiral break that is not consistent with an accident. He didn't fall out of the tree. Well, I got news for him. This climber
Right.
that I got, trust me,
He's going. He's coming.
yeah,
Up
it's
there if he
coming.
can. Yep.
But the good thing is that everybody that's mandated reporters around me, they all seen him, they all know, and they will all be subpoenaed.
You know that 50% of the victims total, this is out of 40 reporting states, it says 106,594 victims have the drug abuse caregiver risk factor. And then there's 108,112 victims have domestic violence caregiver risk factor. So 50% of those kids that they're taking are not even really in harm's way.
No, because
They're getting taken by their parents. Right.
Nicholson takes care of the domestic
Mm-hmm.
violence, and there's like 5 or 6 different cases that take care of drug abuse. A child cannot be removed on drug abuse alone by the parents because they've said you then turn your attention to the parent's behavior and not the harm of the child.
Right. Yep. And they're focusing more and more and more on that. Like they're firing away at these parents with the drugs. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying you should do drugs at anybody, but it's not fair what they're doing. I mean, that's what's creating these tent cities. That's what's creating all of these problems. The homelessness rate going up. Guarantee you, every person that you speak to in all of these places that have corralled up, guarantee you that CPS has been involved in their life. Guarantee you. And they might give low numbers, but I'd be willing to say 75% because this wasn't happening years ago. We didn't have tent cities. And if we did have a tent city somewhere, it was all over the news.
Yeah.
What's changed? CPS taking our kids.
Yeah. The corruption.
Right.
The corruption in our government has done this.
Yeah, it's freaking scary.
But trust me, things are coming. Things are definitely coming because one executive order that I read today, I have sent it to somebody to look over. But the Department of Justice has been directed. They are to follow up on every single civil rights violation complaints that they get. Every single one of them.
Well, you hear that, people? Start sending those complaints.
Start filing them.
Yep.
And the woman that's actually doing, or the head of Department of Justice, I forgot her name. She used to be Florida's district attorney.
So she's a firecracker then, huh? Know what you're saying?
Well, that's what Barry Cunningham said. That's the guy I watch all the time to get my news.
Yeah.
He lives in Florida. And he was excited when she got nominated.
Response.
Wow. You filed a complaint with the Department of Justice already?
Have I?
No. Somebody in the comments.
Referendum comes report to Congress. This annual report presents information. Oh yeah, let's look at that, maybe. All right, very nice. Years behind. Years behind.
Yep, Pam Bondi. That's her name.
Pam Bondi.
Yep.
Barry Cunningham also. So Pam Bondi, we got to get a hold of.
Yep.
We're going to try to. Pam Bondi. Pam Bond.
Tammy says she watched Barry Cunningham too. I think he's hilarious, and he gives it to you straight.
Pam Bondi. Barry.
I think she had her confirmation hearing last week. It was before Trump was inaugurated. I know she had it last week.
What else we got going on here? I think we should have Miss Clearwater do a show at their time here to put on our network. Don't you think she should do a show for Great Britain on our network, but do it because it's late night right now for her. It's probably like midnight, I think, something like that. So she should be doing one on our show, a show on our network this time of night for them all over there in Great Britain, so that they're not all up in the morning watching, or Scotland and all that's whatever they call that over there, the other side of the ocean. I've never been to the other side of the ocean, but have you?
No.
Yeah,
My feet don't leave the United States.
I didn't think your feet left Virginia, to be honest.
Well, they don't. It has to be extraordinary. It has to be really, really big for me to have to go. Yeah. So I'm gonna show you what my audience is. Canada is 3%. India is at 0.5%.
Oh, good.
United States is 70.3%. And the age groups, 51% females watch, 48% male.
That's because of me.
Yeah. And 25 to 65 plus watch our show.
Yep, that's good.
And then it says, who's watching? It says everybody's watching.
That's good. That is good.
68% of our people are subscribers, and 31.3% are non-subscribers. So you 31.3%, y'all need to subscribe.
Get to subscribing. Like, subscribe, share.
Yeah.
Don't forget to put your comments in here underneath us here for the Talk to Trump extravaganza on February 14th. Questions that you guys want to ask or say or comments, or I think we should do a list too of every kid that's been taken. We should have a list that we mail with them of all the kids' names that have been taken illegally. You know what I mean? Have everybody send in their kids' names at least and where they are, and then send that to him also. I think that would be a good thing to have in that kind of like they do at the World Trade Center, where they read the names of all the people that have been, that type of deal.
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty cool. They read all the names of the illegally taken kids.
And the husband that's been locked up.
Yep. Putting it down. Or wife that's locked up.
Or wife. Or.
Yeah, either or. I'm just saying.
Hell, I might even ask him for a damn pardon. I've been waiting on my pardon from Virginia for almost 2.5 years now. I check it every month. So yeah, I'm excited to do that show. Oh my God, I can't wait to do that show. And we should get
your brother. We should get your brother in on that show.
On Valentine's Day?
Hell yeah.
I'll ask him. That's their anniversary, though. I don't know if he'll do it.
Well, this is America we're talking about. We're talking about children of America. He's going to have to postpone it for 10 minutes.
My sister's going to call me tomorrow. So I will run it by her.
Guys, mail to the senator's office that he needs to be on the show on the 14th. Overwhelm them with emails.
website. He does have his own website, and you can sign up for emails. I get them every time he does something.
His picture's on my screensaver on my computer, so all the time his picture comes up. People are like, "Who's that?"
Yeah. You were supposed to email him some stuff. Did you ever do it? I sent the email address twice.
I did it. Yeah, no, I did it.
Okay. I'll
Just 'cause
ask
I
if
don't
you
say
got
anything-
it.
Just because I don't say anything doesn't mean I don't do it.
Well, she didn't say anything either, so now I'm going to have to ask her if she got it.
Yeah, you tell them I'm upset that I don't even get noticed when I send them an email. This is
Don't
why.
feel bad. Don't feel bad. I'll call her.
Oh,
I
yeah.
called her Sunday, and I didn't get no response until today. So don't feel bad.
Yeah, Brenda, you're right. We're gonna put Brenda's husband in there too. He's definitely a political prisoner. We're gonna put that in there. We'll put that in on the pardon form.
And that's what I
Put him on our
said.
pardon list. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, that's gonna be exciting.
Is Gunner coming on?
On the day of the 14th. Oh, I'm sure we'll have him on. I was talking to Gunner earlier. We were talking about some things. And I got sidetracked, and you know how I go. All right. Sea Viper 23. Here's some information. I'm excited. What do we got?
The governor we're talking to, or the senator we're talking about, is Eric Buxton. He's my brother-in-law. He's the senator of District 16, I believe. Don't quote me on that, in Delaware.
Yeah, he even has an office and everything. Yep, it's real.
It's real. He's real.
Yep. He's got one of them headshots, the senator headshots and everything. Flag behind him, the whole nine.
Put his picture up there so they can see.
All right, let me find him. Let me find you. Where are you, Senator? All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to dig deeper. Hold on, I'll be right back.
That's fine. They didn't go to the inauguration, but they did get an invitation.
What? We should have went and said that we were them.
I'm going to DC.
Oh yeah, isn't that part of Virginia though?
No.
I mean, you're just a stone's throw away, aren't you?
I'm 60 miles from there.
Man. Here's your picture there. Where are you?
Yes, he's a state senator. He's eventually going to go to the head
We're not
one.
supposed to talk about that. We're not supposed to talk about that.
Well, I told his ass to run for president.
He looks like a president. I could see him up there in the Oval Office.
Yeah.
There he is.
I was talking to my sister about it. She's like, oh my God, Tiffany, if that ever happened, you'd have to get in a dress. I'm like, don't worry. I'll be there. Don't worry.
Should be eating all the shrimp cocktail. I don't even know if you eat shrimp or not. I do
eat shrimp, but I don't like cold shrimp.
I don't like shrimp with all that crunch in my mouth. I don't even eat lobsters anymore. And we're supposed to have, we're Maine. We have lobsters up here. You know that they used to feed lobsters to the people in the jail up here, and they had a revolt because they were sick of it?
Well, that's
how
because
Humphrey
they would catch them every day.
That's how Humphrey Bogart got the split in his lip.
Oh.
He was a guard at that prison during the outbreak of the fight over the lobsters. And he got hit in the face by a handcuff, and it split his lip open.
Oh, my.
A little historical fact. Yeah, a little fact for you right there.
Mm.
All right, here he is.
Are you saying hi?
No. I did it.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah. What I'm trying to do is keep talking.
Okay. On the phone.
All right, picture. I had to locate him in my land of Darren's here. Viper, we're waiting for the information still too. Here. Senator Eric is right here somewhere. There he is. Yep. All right, here comes this picture right now, people. There he is.
That's him.
There he
That
is.
is
Senator
Eric
Eric.
Buxton.
There he is. He's very Senate-like. The suit even screams senator on him.
Yeah, and he's a Republican. Look at his tie.
But we decided purple is going to be the new color.
Yes.
Did you see? Wait a minute. Did you see that Donald Trump was wearing a purple tie on Inauguration Day after he
I
had
sure
just said that
did.
the night before that? And I wonder, I don't know what the meaning of that purple tie was, but I saw that and I'm like, oh my God, he heard us.
Well, like you said, right? Red and blue make purple.
Yeah, make
So
purple.
he's trying to bring the houses together. So I'm probably gonna say it was for unity.
Do you think it's because he heard us say it? I never heard anybody say that before, to be honest, when we were talking about it that night.
You know, I don't know, but Jill Biden was wearing purple all day too.
It's got to be.
Unity.
Yep. Yep. We sure did. We watched it together, Brenda. But I didn't. Was that the day that I said about the purple tie? The purple, that we should all wear purple?
I don't know if it was
on
that day or not.
I thought it
I
was the day
can't
before.
remember.
Yeah, she got CRS. She got a case of CRS. Hey, Chris. So what do we got going on with CPS? Anybody got anything about CPS out there? There's no coincidences, Brenda. Everything happens for a reason. And Tammy wears purple every day. She's all about unity. We got any CPS stuff out here, guys? What's going on with everybody's cases? Any questions, comments, things you guys want to talk about? It's a slow day at the office today. Let me see. I'm going to pull something up here that I wanted to show you guys. I want to pull up a Josh Hawley thing here. Yeah, I was preoccupied today, so I didn't have usually I write up all the things I want to talk about, and I just didn't. I didn't get to that today, so I feel like I'm I'm unprepared, you know. Usually I have enough written down that we can talk for hours. My paper was empty today, so I was like, "Oh, we'll be fine." Let's see here. Oh boy, that's not one we'll be watching here. Oh, here we go. Here we go, right here. This one here.
This is the case where Neil Stewart tried to cross state lines to rape another person's 9-year-old daughter. He had 6,700 images and videos of egregious and brutal child pornography. The government recommended 97 months. The guidelines said 97 to 121 months. You came in at 57 months. Senator Cruz asked you why. The chairman wouldn't let you answer. I thought maybe you'd like to answer now.
Thank you, Senator. No one case can stand in for a judge's entire record. I have sentenced more than 100 people in a variety of egregious circumstances. In every case, and especially cases that involve the kinds of acts that you're talking about, the kinds of evidence that I had to deal with as a judge. In every case, I am balancing the factors that Congress has determined are appropriate and required for a judge to make a determination. The data points that Senator Cruz pointed to that you may have in front of you don't account for all of the information that was before me as a judge and the authority that you all, Congress, and your prior confirmation when I was a district judge provided for me to exercise my judgment. And I treated those cases and every case very seriously and imposed a sentence that was sufficient but not greater than necessary to promote the purposes of punishment.
Would it surprise you to learn that Mr. Stewart's a recidivist? He was warrants issued again for his arrest just 3 years after you sentenced him.
Would it surprise me?
Yeah, would it surprise you?
You know, Senator, there is data in the Sentencing Commission and elsewhere that indicates that there are serious recidivism issues. And so among the various people that I've sentenced, I'm not surprised that there are people who reoffend, and it is a terrible thing that happens in our system.
Yeah, indeed it is. Let me ask you about the Hawkins case. You and I talked about this yesterday. You've been able to think about it overnight. This is a case where you had an 18-year-old who possessed and distributed hundreds of images of 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds and 10-year-olds, and you gave him, frankly, a slap on the wrist sentence of 3 months.
Senator,
Do you regret it?
I don't remember whether it was distribution or possession. In
It was
the law,
both. Do you regret it?
In the law, there are different crimes that people commit.
Judge, you
in
gave
this
him
area.
3 months. My question is, do you regret it or not?
Senator, what I regret is that in a hearing about my qualifications to be a justice on the Supreme Court, we've spent a lot of time focusing on this small subset of my sentences, and I've tried to explain.
You regret that
many
we're focusing on
times-
your cases? I don't understand.
No. I'm talking about the fact that you're talking about
Child pornography
7
cases?
very serious cases.
I'm glad we agree on that. Don't you think? we should be focusing on
Some of which involve conduct that I sentence people to 25, 30 years.
3 months
for-
in this case, Judge. Do you regret it? You haven't answered my question yet. Do you
Senator-
regret this sentence?
Senator, I would have to look at the circumstances. What I'm telling you,
You know the circumstances. We discussed it for half an hour yesterday. There's a 55-page transcript, which I'm sure you've read. You
I
lived
did not-
it.
I
As
did
you've
not-
emphasized to this committee over and over, you've lived it, right? You said that you've been through all of this. You've looked at all of the images. You're the one who's had to endure all of it. You gave him a 3-month sentence. I just wonder if you regret it or if you stand by it. I mean, do you stand by that sentence?
Senator, in every case, I followed what Congress authorized me to do in looking to the best of my ability at all of the various factors that apply, that constrain judges, that give us discretion, but also tell us how to sentence. And I ruled in every case based on all of the relevant factors.
So you don't regret it?
No one case, Senator, can stand in for a judge's
I'm not asking you that.
entire
I'm asking
record.
if you regret this sentence in this case. And it sounds like the answer is no. But I want to tell you, I regret it. I regret that you gave him only 3 months. Let me read to you what you said about these kinds of cases. In fact, to this defendant, you said, "Make no mistake, Mr. Hawkins, the children you saw in those pictures were not willing participants in the conduct that you witnessed. They were being forced to commit unspeakable acts of sexual violence for the pleasure of the person who was filming and for the gratification of sick people everywhere, people who apparently have no shred of empathy for what this must be doing to the children who are being abused in this way." You go on. Some of the children you saw in those pictures will never have a normal adult relationship. Some of them will turn to drugs and prostitution and other vices to try to deal emotionally with the pain that results from the torture that they have experienced. And even those who manage to lead a somewhat normal adult life say they live in constant fear of being recognized. Some people are even unable to leave their houses because once those pictures are on the internet, they are there forever. And the victims can't do anything without worrying that every person that they meet has seen them in their most vulnerable state at the most horrible time in their lives. That's your words, pages 34 and 35 of the transcript. Powerful words, Judge. I just don't understand why, after saying this and believing this, you could give this guy 3 months in prison when the probation office that we've heard so much about recommended 18 months. Even the probation office recommended.
So that case that he was just talking about, a lot of those kids that he was talking about came from CPS.
Oh, no doubt in my mind.
Yeah. So that's Josh Hawley, though. I mean, he's the shark. I mean, he wants to go after these people.
Well, we need to get in touch with him.
That's what I've been trying to get in touch with them for a while. I'm going to get back on it because I kind of gave up a little bit on him, but I'm back on it.
Well, if you send me his email address, I'll hit him up too. We can.
Yep.
He can
We'll all
get
get
shit
him
from.
up.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know if it's still going to be on tomorrow or not, but we're supposed to possibly have a special guest tomorrow.
Who?
I don't want to say it if it's not going to happen, but Connie is supposed to be on with us tomorrow, I believe. I don't know if she's still going to hold that or not, but
I won't be on tomorrow. I have a meeting.
Oh, damn, that's right. You got your meeting tomorrow. I just remember I was like, it's 23rd tomorrow. I'm like, oh man, that was the date she gave us. What time's your meeting?
At 7.
Maybe we can do it earlier.
You gonna do it at 5?
If she will, yeah. I'll try to change it to earlier.
If we can do it at 5, I'm good. But I have to be on there at 7.
We can do it. We could pre-record the interview with you and everything, and then we could go back to and we could play it at the live time too.
Okay.
But yeah, we're supposed to have an interview with Connie Reguli tomorrow. It's the 23rd, so that's the date she gave me. That's the date on my calendar. So hopefully that will stick too, because that would be a good one. Yeah, that'll be exciting. But yeah, I'll see what I'll know tonight. What goes on with that? Yeah, Arjuna says the purple tie was unity and peace. Yep. That started here. We came up with the purple first. Man, is it cold there? It's cold in Virginia?
Yeah. Tonight it's gonna be 3 degrees, but it's gonna get up to 33, I think they said tomorrow, but then it's gonna be back in like 16 tomorrow night.
Hey, Brenda, why don't you and Charles join me tomorrow night for the show? You guys can be my co-hosts on the Tiff and Punisher show. Charles is a constitutional lawyer. He's good. He used to come on my he used to be on my show. He used to be on my show before. On the CPS Victims Hunting Justice when we started, he used to come on.
We need to talk, Charles.
It's cold everywhere, they're saying. Brenda says it's cold in Louisiana too. But yeah, Brenda, why don't you get Charles for tomorrow night, and you guys can be a co-host of mine on the Tiff and Punisher show. All right, cool. That'll be good. Have a constitutional lawyer on tomorrow night asking some questions. Tiff's going to be driving in her seat because she's going to be at a meeting that means nothing to her.
Yeah.
Not that it doesn't mean anything to you, but it's not going to be the topics that you want to have. All right, so that'll be exciting.
Well, Charles needs to come on with me too another time because I'm trying to get somebody on Sunday. We'll see how that goes, but if not, he can come on Sunday too. Yeah,
Charles very eloquent. He's very eloquent.
I
love his voice.
We need to get James Kelly on here too. I might have to hit him up.
Yeah. Our time, so 7:00.
7:15.
7:15. 7:15. Hey, what'd you think of that new Rasta song I did?
The one that
So that
played
plays it.
first.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Would you
like
like that
that
one?
song.
Yeah, that's good. We're gonna have you a whole. Where I'm putting together the album of all the CPS songs that I've done, so people can get a digital download of the album and the book and our book. We're working on our book right now. Me and Tiff are working on a book together. We got the first 20 pages almost done, which is now 37, but that's going well. Of course, we have my CPS Victims Hunting Justice. That's not the name of my book at all. My book is called Stay Calm, CPS is Coming. You guys can get that on Amazon too. The website, I got the website almost done. That's going to be awesome. We're going to have a whole spot where everybody can go and see all of our stuff. We have a bunch of apparel, putting the apparel back up for all of that stuff. So it'll be exciting. We got a bunch of stuff coming up, guys. It's going to take us to the next level. But I seen the kids acting up there, so I know what that means. That means that it is this time right here. It's time for us to say goodbye. So everybody have a good night. Thank you very much for showing up tonight. Stay tuned. Tonight we have Kim. We've got the CPS Victims Hunting Justice. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming up, guys. So stay tuned. It's gonna be a good night.
They had to fight.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye,
Tiff. Enjoy your meeting.
Muskets fired them one by one. That's why we have the freedom to own a gun, but we are blowing it. These freedoms were created by those before us. They were to be something that stays. But now things are so corrupted, they're taking our rights away. Hey, Uncle Sam, where did you go? I called Washington today, but nobody's home. We all want to stand for our freedom, but nobody wants to do it today. Can't you see time is a waste and the Constitution we love is faded? Don't tread on the reality, or the USA will be the next casualty. We are here for freedom, those we will protect. Unite for the values we cherish, but watch everything perish. Our men have fought for our freedoms, many women have too. Their blood spilled.
This is a story about a family who is no longer a sad journey that was done on purpose. Believe the words I say, here is the truth. Let's just pray it never happens to you. You knock on the door, you freeze in peril. You look around and there's nothing available. Panic, you scream, you run in circles. You knock on the door over. You look outside, the car's on the road. The police on the yard waiting in limbo. Your life is changing so fast, looking out the window. In just a moment and things will turn back. Prepare for the next part, it's real sad. Nothing downtown. They say hello, sir. We need your daughter. I tell them no. They say you wanna give her to us now. I tell them no way, go away, never come back. They answer with force and pin you down. They search all the rooms and look around. They find your baby girl. They tell me we got her. Now your family is torn apart, pleading your innocence from the start. Nobody listens, nobody cares. All you're left with is empty stairs. The house is empty, no love to be felt. They grabbed your baby, it's a feeling you never felt. You fight so hard to have her return. All they do is torture you, are feeling like burn. You do what they say, answer the question. They just keep telling you that you need lessons. You're not worthy of being a father. We don't want you to see your daughter. We don't know what you have done, but we'll say you're guilty. This has begun. We're not taking your heart, your soul. You'll be alone now as you grow old. You are on the way to die. No one will be there to cry. All by yourself, you can't do a thing. No one wants you around. No one believes. nothing wrong. You gave your best fight, there was nothing you could do. I'll always remember the lonely December. You took my heart out for nothing. There was no reason for what was done. No one listened, not a one. As I lay dying on this bed, my visions are you running through my head. I'm sorry for nothing, I didn't do enough. I thought about you always, I didn't do enough. One day I'll be with you again, living in a world that you are in. Maybe that time I'll do it right, I'll be able to say goodnight. But for now, this life is over, there will be no more pain. I won't miss you in shame, I don't have to play this game. The unfair life that I was living, it's no memory, hope you can be forgiven. I had it all once, they took it all away.